turn the radio off right now and listen to The Chris Miles Show.
Keeping you informed about the latest and greatest trends and current events in today's society. It's where you go to stay in the know. It's the Chris Miles Show, live from Atlanta, Georgia.
Good afternoon, everyone. And it's afternoon.
It's afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Chris Miles Show.
What's going on, people? What's going on? I hope all is well out there, man. It's we are somewhat tired, but we are in the house. My eyes are puffy. Maybe you can tell that I need some sleep, need some rest. But we're going to get through this. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about some much-needed issues. And there's a possibility that we might open up the phone lines, incorporate some phone calls into the show. I hope everybody's having a good day. Quite naturally, the basketball playoffs are going on. My team, the LA Lakers, got bounced out.
God damn.
I thought they would do better, but unfortunately, they did not. Anthony Edwards, the shit talker. I like the kid, so I'm actually at this point probably going to ride with Minnesota. My other team is Golden State. My son started me liking them back in the day, and so all of that being said, it's not looking good for them either. I think it's just the time has arrived that the younger guys that are playing in the NBA, it's just their time. So with all of that being said, we're going to watch the game here in a little bit and see how everything turns out. Has anybody bet any money on the series? If so, we'd like to hear from you. Mr. Producer.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with you, man?
Oh, not much, man. Everything working.
Everything good?
Yeah.
We have quite a few issues we want to talk about. Still in the news is Shedeur Sanders. Getting a lot of slack, a lot of talk. I think it has come out now that a lot of people are actually placing the blame on his dad. And it just, the last show we did, we talked about how I thought it was just really disingenuous and heartbreaking for whatever somebody felt for a parent to take it out on their child is just, it's unimaginable to me. I just can't fathom anything like that. But I mean, you have to factor in, the intangibles of this monster that we're dealing with. Back in the news too is that of Shannon Sharp. Another accuser has come out.
Man.
Another accuser has come out on Shannon, another white woman, and she said that Shannon knew that she was married, and she said that Shannon liked to hit him in the dude.
In the starfish. Hit him in the starfish.
So she says Shannon like a little ass play. So we're gonna talk about Shannon. What else we talking about, Mr. Producer? Okay, so Shannon Shedeur. The other thing I want to talk about too is the title of the show is it's chocolate. Meaning it's the show derived around Some people in France made a cake of a black man, right? And Mr. Producer's gonna bring the images up momentarily, but the images that you're gonna see is so they made this cake of this black guy, and they cut a big slice out of the black man's ass on the on these images that we're gonna show you. And a lot of people are very upset with the images that that is being shown, and rightfully so. And the last thing we want to talk about, we're going to try to cram all this stuff within an hour, maybe an hour and a half, okay? The last thing we want to talk about is the young lady, Shiloh Hendricks, who's at a park, and she called this little black kid a nigger. And the guy that took the video, recorded the video with his cell phone, everybody thought that he was East Indian or something to that degree. No, Minnesota has a big Somalian community, so the guy was Somalian. Quite naturally, the people that was in support that have donated money went back to find out some information about the guy that they thought had some type of validity to it. Turned out that was fake. Excuse me. It was fake. It was something to the degree that they tried to say that this guy was a chummer or child molester in the park, and the charges were subsequently dropped on the guy that they went out and got information on. So anyway, we're going to talk about these things and possibly open up the phone lines and go from there. Mr. Producer, what's going on with you, man? I know you big LA Laker fan, and you're a LeBron James fan, so.
Man, what do you mean? I'm a Laker fan. What do you? I don't understand that.
Well, when I was a Laker fan, you was a Cleveland fan, so.
I'm saying I stopped being a Laker fan after I've always been a Laker fan, because the story behind it. My uncle Tony.
Yeah.
When we was kids, he told us that he played for the Lakers. My brother, he ended up, he liked it, Jordan. But, my uncle's my hero. So when he said he played with Magic, he said it was a Laker, he played for the Lakers. I started being a Laker fan.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just really shooting.
I'm saying?
I'm just shooting shit.
A lot of people, a lot of people, get it misconstrued, because I am a LeBron fan.
Yeah, I like LeBron too, man. I think too, Mr. Producer, to be completely honest about things, LeBron gets a lot of unjust and unwanted criticism, and those things should never happen, but they do. And in the process of that, he gets a lot of hate. And I think overall, LeBron James is a really good person. Not only is he a good person, he means well. He cares about his community. He's a very community-oriented, community-based individual that tries to put back. And for those reasons, a lot of the things he does it typically gets overlooked. But unfortunate for them, they were bounced by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah, and man. I think realistically moving forward, the Lakers have to make some form of adjustments because they did not fare very well. Not only that, the coach.
Yeah, I was just about to say it was kind of a coaching issue, man. There's no way Rudy Gobert's supposed to beat you.
Exactly.
They did not put. He didn't do no subs. He didn't play a center. He should have been a little bit better prepared, man.
Well, I think. Well, LeBron is 40, so quite naturally, Mr. Producer, his body, although he's in tip-top shape, he's in the best shape. Probably 40, some of the best shape, better shape than some of the younger players. But that's just still a lot of wear and tear on a 40-year-old man. Who's, his body might be there, but mentally he's there. Physically, he's not there. And I think what happened in the process, it showed toward the end, and that is really, really unfortunate. But it's kind of up in question if he's going to return back next year or this. You say next year, but this year during the time of basketball when they come back to play.
At the time, we were just dating.
So, Mr. Producer, what we have up first, brother?
I mean, I got the picture with the cake.
Okay. Did you want to
I
go
put
into
the
that?
picture up. Yeah, we can do that first.
Okay. Yeah, bring it up. Just bring it up.
I'm saying what they had going on.
So everybody, there was a party. Okay, there was a party that was in France somewhere, and this particular party, what they did was there was a birthday party, and at this particular birthday party, they had this cake of a black man that was out there. And for a lot of people are actually disturbed because it's an actual an image of a black guy basically, but it's in cake form, right? And you have all of these white people that are actually eating the black man.
They eating his ass up, man.
Yeah, they're eating him up. And the first part that they cut out of the cake was the man's ass. So so it's a party that these white folks in France is having. And in the process, this image of a black man is on the table, and they are cutting cakes out quite naturally. They got drinks and all this other shit, but they are actually cutting pieces out of this man's ass. And Mr. Producer put the image up on the screen. So the image is actually on your screen. But for a lot of people, this is very disturbing, and for me, I think it sets a precedent and it shows the minutia of many things that a lot of people out there are actually dealing with on a regular, daily, and with the system out there actually dictates and where we are today.
It's a mockery.
Say again?
So it's like a mock. Why are they mocking? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, exactly. It's a form of mockery, but also too, I think, Mr. Producer, what it does is it sets a somewhat of a canon around the fact of a system. You see what I'm saying? And
yeah.
like it's so a part of the system is you are the desired target within the system. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
I mean, but what's somebody's mindset to want to bake a lifelike, a whole body cake of a black man, and they just, I mean, they going in
I'm
there
gonna turn my head around like old boy do.
like should do it.
Like the quarters, Captain D's.
Like the
Let me stop, man. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, like what? I mean, they just going in that hand first. Like I don't know, man. I don't know people.
For me, Mr. Producer, it's sickening, man.
It's real insensitive.
It is insensitive, but like I say, it's sickening, man, because this is not some typical. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even be at no cake, man. Where some motherfuckers got a cake, and then in the process they got the cake. People are cutting. I mean, this is what we eating,
right?
I mean, think about that shit. That's really bad. We go to a goddamn party. We sitting around and you got females there. You drinking. They might have a little blow on the table. Whatever the fuck that they getting off on. And then the cake comes out. Or we go into the room and the cake is a picture of a man, a human being. And it's a black man. I mean, they didn't go get an Asian man or
Like,
Hindu.
who thought that was a good idea?
Man. So this is why we call it's chocolate people. Like, the whole essence of where we are today is a thing of, and we often say this, you are the target, black people. You are the target. And I get so sick and tired. I do. I get sick and tired of actually having to have this conversation. Like, this is a conversation, man, that I'm just tired of talking about it. Like, at some point in time, you say, well, man, it's satire. No, it's not satire. Like, when you start to look at the system, you start to look at all of the things that are wrong, that are moving forward, and all this other shit. All of this shit coincide with each other. Like, these motherfuckers are eating you. I mean, just let's go to Shador Sanders. This would be a replication of what was done to Shador, Mr. Producer. I mean, ain't no if, and, buts about it or around it. Think about it. It would be a rendition of what was done to this young man. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I sit back here. I was watching some, it came up on my X account. And it was this guy, Myron Gaines. You remember when me and him had the little spat on this little show. Me and him went at each other, right? Myron is an African. Myron is from Sudan. Okay, he's Sudanese. Matter of fact, his name is not even Myron. But Myron hates black people. Myron hates black women. Like, he comes with the most vile and vitriol content that a man could ever utter out of his mouth about black females. Oh, they nasty, they stink, they ugly, they, just everything disgusting. This African says something that's degenerating to black women, just beats them down. But he will never, ever say anything about Sudanese people.
Right.
Sudanese women. There's an image out there, Mr. Producer, and I'm sure if I go back through my catalog of images, I can find it. But there's an image out there of a buzzard. Now, I want you to think about this. There's an image out there of a buzzard that is sitting, waiting for a Sudanese kid to die so he can eat it.
Damn.
I'm gonna try to find that image, and I don't want people to think that I'm unprepared, because this was not the topic that we were set up to talk about today. But the fact of the matter is that Myron will never talk about the misfortunes of his people. And all other ethnicities that's in the United States today, including Myron Gaines, should always pay tribute to black people. Why?
Right.
Because we are the essence of why he and everybody else that comes into this country is able to come into here and do what it is they're able to do.
Yeah, we paved the way.
We paved the way. We took them ass whoopings for you. And in essence of those ass whoopings that we took, one of the other projects that's actually still in tow today is that the powers that be are having parties. And these parties that they're having are still eating us. And that's so unfortunate. Mr. Producer, let me just go. I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. Do you have a Phillip and Riley? I want to give Ann Phillips, tremendously beautiful person, man. Phillip and Riley's down in Montgomery, Alabama, one of our sponsors. And let me just say this. One of the things that I think that people need to factor in about death. Like, nobody wants to talk about this. Nobody wants to talk about death. But we all come in here, we're all going to leave out here. One of the major factors that everybody in life should have is life insurance. because you got to get out of here. And life insurance, I want everybody out there to hear what it is that I'm actually saying. Life insurance is a key element to creating wealth. Okay? If you are a young man out there, a young woman, in the process of getting married, or, maybe you're a bachelor, you need some form of life insurance. You need a policy for yourself because you're going to get out of here. None of us know the day, time, and or hour. But as we have come in here, we're going to leave here. And in the process of that, you should have a beneficiary. But we want to acknowledge Philip and Riley Funeral Home down in Montgomery, Alabama. Beautiful staff, Aaron Phillips there. And let me do this real quickly. That phone number there, if you all ever need any type of service, family members pass on, proceed out of here, give them a call. They're located in Montgomery, Alabama. That phone number is area code 334-263-0478. That's 334-263-0478. That's Philip and Riley Funeral Home, one of our sponsors here, Chris Miles Show. We want to acknowledge them here on the program. Mr. Producer.
Yes, sir.
I want to, why, explain this to me, brother. Why did all the people that we seem to admire and look up to are being fucked over at this point?
Man, I don't know.
Think about it. Okay, so we're going to go into, the thing with Shannon, but let's talk about Deion Sanders and Shadur. I'll put them on the screen. Let's introduce them, right? Deion come from Pop out of Florida. Is it Fort Myers, Florida? He's from, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Humble beginnings. Right. Deion never really knew his dad, or if he knew his dad was not necessarily in his life. Okay. So he was raised by that of his stepfather. Raised by stepfather. And he come up hard. And I think him coming up hard, Mr. Producer, was the extra incentive and the drive that he had to be great.
Most definitely.
And one of the things he learned at an early age was how to market his greatness. I want everybody to think about that. I want everybody to think about when you look at Deion Sanders and you go back when this guy played two sports.
Good in both of them.
Yeah, he wasn't good. He
You know what I
dominated
mean?
in both.
Dominated in both of them. Yeah.
We're talking about somebody that has won a world title, baseball. He was a champion, got a title playing baseball, and he won a championship in football. This has never ever been done before. We're talking about a young man coming up as a kid, come up hard. But he knew he had a drive and a talent that was given to him by the Most High, that he knew the talent that he had was the thing that would parallel him to greatness. And he excelled at what he did. The problem that society has. Now, this is the thing, Mr. Producer. Dion has all of the intricate parts that a man in society would want to have. I mean, you never heard this man, not ever, his name being tied up in any shape, form, or fashion, any type of scandal. Am I correct?
You're right.
Okay. His wife fucked over him. She cheated on him. Mismanaging money and all. Tried to have the man killed. For whatever reason. But she was culpable in those things, right? Now, Dion, once again, excelled at both sports, but carried on in football. When he divorced, he got custody of his sons, and he raised them, okay? His sons have excelled in sports, primarily football. But like their dad, they're gifted in basketball, football, and baseball. And they love to fish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So, they're good kids. And because of their confidence, it's looked at as pompous, condescending, or brats, right? They've been labeled. A target has been put on their backs. And because of this target, Shador dropped to the 5th round. I'm going to give, you should already have it, Mr. Producer, but let me see this here. And it's just, I mean, I sit, and this is the thing, you know, people are talking about that of the young man Cam Ward, right? They said that he projects the imagery that they want young men to have. Shador does not. I got into it with a lady on social media platform, a white woman, basically said that he was a thug.
Wow.
Hold on, let me finish. He was a thug, and he needed to be taught a lesson. So I'm sitting here and I'm reading her comments, and I got angry because this kid has never gotten in any trouble. He's never gone out there. Y'all ain't heard about this man. This kid beat up some female. Y'all ain't never heard about him. He's in trouble with the law, drugs, none of that shit. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
YT say anything, boy.
And this woman called this man a thug. Now, after I pressed her and kept pressing her on her comments, guess what she said, Mr. Producer?
She started backpedaling. What she said?
She said, so it went from him being a thug basically to his daddy wanting shit. His daddy cost him the money, or cost him dropping out of the 1st round to the 5th round. This is the problem I have with that.
They drafted him, not his dad.
Listen, as Dr. Umar said, there was a lesson to be gotten out of this situation. And that lesson was to show who controls the NFL. But guess what? I am so glad that our show is back on the road. You know why? Because as you and I often talk about, we will talk about things and we will say things that everybody else wants. So let me say this. Since the lady got out here and said that it transitioned from Shador being a thug to Primarily what it was about his dad. After I pressed her, she came out with it right. This is where I'm going with my statement. Yes, the NFL is owned by elderly, as you said, this elderly white man. Am I correct, Mr. Producer?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So, Mr. Producer, wonder what would happen when the movie Any Given Sunday, which was a football movie, am I correct?
Yeah.
Right? On any given Sunday, if all those black players said, we ain't going in to play today. Now, I want y'all to think about something. On each team, football team that's in the NFL, there's 20 white players each on each team. The entire league is based upon the ability and the talent of the black players. Now, what if all of those black players that play in the NFL say, you know what, we ain't going to work? Everybody called out. You called out on your job. Everybody called out on their job before. Everybody called out. Let's take a day. We're not playing today. We got COVID. We sick. What message would this send to the owners of the NFL? What I'm saying to you is these young men don't understand and know the acute power. We talking about power right now, right there in their hand that they possess. And you know the sad part about it is, Mr. Producer, most of them are afraid.
Yeah.
We have become so conditioned to being told what to do and how to do it. We forget how to buck the system. But I have a mentality, as I talk to you all the time, fuck your system. If your system does not coincide with where I am, where I need to be, fuck your system. And one thing I want people to understand about me, Mr. Producer, I'm not going to go out here and die for shit, but I kill for it. Don't you understand that? There's a fucking difference in that. People, I die. No. You might die for it. But I want you to understand, just as you can say, I will die for it, I'm willing to take for my belief. And that is the mentality that people has to have. You understand what I'm saying? Because if a person out there realizes that they stand a chance of losing as well, the books are now balanced. The problem with this shit was what we see going on today is that these books are unbalanced because we have allowed evil to perpetuate itself and to stand in the face of goodness and righteousness. But I often say this all of the time. The Most High is still in control of the imagery that we see. And these people that think they have power, they don't actually have any power. Because it goes back to the setting of, if I'm working for your establishment and me and 10 other people call in, we say, well, we got a stomach ache. We ain't coming in. Your shit is shut down for the day.
Shut it down.
That's the power that's the power that people have. And this is why I say all of the time that the Chris Miles Show matters, because we will go out here and we will talk about things that other people won't talk about. You understand what I'm saying? And back to all of the naysayers, like Christopher Card and all these other people that got out here had something negative to display about this young man. You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. And one of the essence of perfection, or as they say, legendary, moving forward, Mr. Producer, that I see correcting the problem is that they set up Shador and the Sanders family set up a website, and they are selling those jerseys off of the website. And he has the number one selling jersey out there right now that's being sold. And he's controlling the dynamics of the situation.
He done also got he got a deal with Delta Airlines.
Delta Airlines.
He done made a deal with Ralph Lauren Polo.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he got a cologne. I'm saying he getting somebody tried to block his blessing, he getting blessed. You know what I'm saying, the other ways.
And you know, Mr. Producer, this is something that you and I often talk about as we will strategize about various issues early morning, as we're always producing content. But this is the inner workings of the Most High, because that's why I'm saying you have to have faith. Like when somebody goes out here and they try to maneuver something to shut you out, Most High always got something working lock and step for you.
Right.
All you got to do is stay vigilant and stay consistent. It's like going to the gym. If you're overweight, and all of us could stand to lose some weight, including me, all right? But if the key element to cutting the weight is consistency. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Shador, his dad, always talks about praying, eating well, and exercise. That is the formula. That is the formula, people, to success in life. That is the formula to success in life. And everybody that has had that formula, Mr. Producer, they've been champions. What you think about that of Michael Jordan, starting with him, or Muhammad Ali? That was Muhammad Ali's thing, right? Remember? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. These guys are champions. But they were consistent. They stayed in and perfected their craft. Everybody else around them that never got a championship, hey, they didn't have the same work ethic. Or what a lot of people will do, Mr. Producer, is they will attach themselves to you because they see the championship mentality, the drive that you have. So if you got that drive, it's automatic for them.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'm saying this in closing on the issue of Shador Sanders. The kid is going to be okay. I'm hearing shit now. Oh, well, he still got to go make the team. Listen, man. Go ahead.
I'm saying, no, man, the way that shit set up, man, they got the best quarterback out the draft for a discount. So anything these ignorant people saying on Facebook that don't know a lick about sports, man, the fans already love him. Cleveland love him. That dude's gonna be the starting quarterback before long. Before the year out, he gonna be the starting quarterback. So it's nothing nobody can say or do or whatever. The dude, he cemented. He in there. So I mean, I'm just saying, I read all these comments about all these people that don't know nothing about football, ain't played a down, and if they was on the team, they was on the sideline clapping, or they was goddamn offensive linemen. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, you're right. I told a guy yesterday was coming in with the same old dumbass shit about, oh man, he's trash. And I say, well, where are your stats at? Where did you ever bring up his stats?
Last week we did.
Okay, all right. No,
that's
no
what I'm saying. Well, exactly. Well, pull up your stats. What
right.
you didn't?
Where your stats at?
Well, how did you play? Did you play in high school, junior high? Did you make it to college? I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. He got the numbers. Man, that dude won the best quarterback he won the quarterback award. What do you mean? I'm saying they don't give it to every conference, from the SEC to the Big Ten, AC, he won best quarterback in college. So what are you saying? Come on.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to say this in closing on the matter. Shador is a Sanders. So it's in his genes. It's in his DNA. He's going to be fine. Mr. Medusa.
Yeah.
I need you to do me a favor, man. I need for you to give me Shannon. And in the process of you pulling up Mr. Sharp, I want to play a couple of videos in detail dealing with this matter. Also, too, people, let me just say this.
Tired of them doing like that.
P. Diddy trial starts tomorrow. Okay?
They trying to push it back, man.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
They trying to fuck over. You know, he paid Cassie. Cassie signed the NDA.
Right.
And he paid her that money.
Right.
She's supposed to be able to go away. They making him testify against him.
They're making they
making Cassie testify against him.
Hold on. Let me tell you where it becomes convoluted. If it was put in the non-disclosure, if there's some information that was put in there that she cannot talk about in the contract that was put in there, that okay, we're going to pay this $30 million, and we're paying this $30 million, and in the process, this goes away. Like, you can't talk about it, you can't sell no books. It's indefinite, it's infinity. You can't talk about it. Nothing can ever be said about this shit ever again.
That's the point of him paying.
Okay. So the federal government cannot make her break, because if she does, then guess who gets to sue who?
He get to sue them.
He gets to sue her. And let me say this, Mr. Producer. On the thing with that of P. Diddy, I'm not a fan of his. Okay? I'm not. But I will say this. And what I will say is that if the man is a freak, he like baby oil. You know, I've heard people say, you know, he had this freak off. Listen, man,
that's it, business.
Wait, exactly. When does a freak off, people? Everybody listening and watching the Chris Miles show. When does a freak off or somebody freaking becomes a federal crime?
Come on, man.
I want y'all to think about that. So, if somebody like sucking, fucking, freaking, you know, whatever gets them off.
Residue chasing.
Yeah, residue chaser. I mean, that's another term we use for, you know, anal sex. All right. You know, we use some hood terms on that. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, when does it becomes federal? Like, they've hit this man with they dropped the Mann Act, and you know the Mann Act came out of when boxer Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion, had a thing for white women.
He had tearing them white women up.
He was fucking white women, and so he was crisscrossing states with that. He was in St. Louis and he was in Atlanta. He's going to California. He was a boxer.
Yeah.
He fled, I think, to Mexico or somewhere to evade the Mann Act. So to show you, this is why it's so significant what we're talking about the cake, eating the black man's ass on the cake, because this is what all of the things that we see moving forward going on right here today is that P. Diddy trial, you say they kicked and pushed it back, but
I'm saying he trying to get it pushed back.
okay, he's trying. Well,
because when they presented that Cassie was going to testify against him, he was like, "I paid. You know what I'm saying? We paid you. Why you shouldn't even be involved at all?"
And that becomes a discrepancy at this point, because I'm sure that it's those information that was whatever was in there was confident information, and it's not supposed to be disclosed.
Exactly.
It's just like it would be the equivalent, people, of HIPAA laws. Okay, HIPAA is in place of people going in there getting your medical records. You would have to sign a release for them to get your medical records. If you want a certain particular party to have information to your medical history, then you have to sign a HIPAA form. If they do not sign a HIPAA form, which is a release form for them to acquire your medical information, then that becomes viable for a lawsuit. You can sue on behalf of that. This is the same thing that is actually dealing with that of P. Diddy. If he paid this woman, and like I said, it's just probably a lot of freak shit was going on in there. They said that he was would pay men, to have sex with her, and he would watch. That's some freaky shit. Now, if I'm involved with a woman, I'm not going to pay no man. Any woman I'm involved with, another man can't even put his hand on. Not while I'm involved with her.
Right.
Now, if I'm not dealing with her, then that's completely something else. But I'm just saying, these guys got more money than you can imagine, and they get bored. And a part of the being bored is they go out and they do just outlandish shit. But the thing that bothers me about all of this stuff with P. Diddy is that you've had others that have come before him. The man that owns what is it, Hefner, the Playboy man, Elvis Presley. Some of these other guys have never been brought up on any form of charges. But we've seen Bill Cosby and all of these other people. Now it seems to be that of Shannon Sharp, Jonathan Majors. All of these men seem to be called out in Target. And this is why I was talking about the insignificance of Deion Sanders. Because you've never heard of Deion Sanders. Not ever being caught up in any of this shit. Nor his kids. But you would call them a thug? Come on, man. Come on. And this is going back to this thing, like I said, with all of the issues. Wow, man. When somebody been through that shit, man, that system, the federal system, I would not want to be in Diddy's shoes, man. Like, man, the dude could easily get 40 years, 60, or even life. What becomes problematic for me, like I said, if it's based off the fact that they freaking, that's not a crime. But they brought in all this other shit. They say he was trafficking women, underage girls. They said that they had guns in the house that they wasn't supposed to have. So those are the things that becomes monumentous, because those are the things that is going to come up that they're going to probably try to convict him on. Mr. Producer, did you get the thing on Shannon video? Oh,
yeah, I put it up.
Okay. So once again, another woman has come out and accused Shannon Sharp of
sexual assault.
Give me that video. Play that video.
I ain't got the video, man.
Okay, hold on, people. I'm going to send this to Mr. Producer. So, with this thing with Shannon, is it much more about the aspect of the money? Because this is the thing with me. This man, all of a sudden, we're hearing, the thing about him and $100 million, right? So the other girl, the 19-year-old girl comes out, and she speaks on the issue of what? She wanted big black baby and all this other.
But she said all that after the allegations.
Oh,
so okay, so this the timeline. All right, so she met him. They met at the gym. She claimed to be intimidated by him. Blase, blase. They end up getting together. So, they did a lot of. They did it whatever he wanted to do in the bedroom. They said he had her. He had her sucking his toes. He put the dog collar on and walked around the room. She wanted to be choked.
This is what Shannon was doing, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. She wanted it. She wanted it too. It was like he said.
It's consensual.
Consensual, right?
Okay, it's consensual.
So what ended up happening? Ain't none of this stuff come out. She ain't had no problem with it until she found out. They put it on. They broadcast it on the internet that he was about to sign a $100 million deal for his podcast. So he wasn't really fooling with her no more. He ain't married to her. He fooled with other women. She ain't started after all the stuff he did to her. You know what I'm saying? Average one, she fucked in the ass. He did this. He did all that. So when he didn't propose to her, because she kept trying to get him, she wanted to get pregnant. She wanted him to marry her. He wasn't doing all that. So when she come to the realization that he wasn't finna lock her down, so now she bitter. So now she want to try to, hit him in his pockets.
Wow. So you were telling me too that she moved from.
Yeah, he moved from California. He moved to Nevada, a little bit cheaper. She moved from California to Nevada. If you afraid of somebody and they did all these crazy things to you and you scared of them, why is you following them?
So let me say something, Mr. Producer.
You ain't got no police report. You ain't got no paperwork. And after all that stuff happened, then them text messages come out. Terms of, I want you to have my big black baby. I want to lick your ass and marry you. And all this after the fact.
Right.
The allegation she trying to put on him happened last year in October. But all these text messages and her moving close to him and being by him happened this year. So if you're afraid of somebody and they did all these things to you, why are you following them? Why are you still dealing with them? And that's how I feel the same thing about this woman. She was married. I mean, we finna listen to the video, but I mean, she had all this stuff going on. Why? I'm saying, if somebody hurt you or do something to you, why ain't no paperwork?
Well, yeah. You said that about where was the police report? Right, I get it.
Just like the first girl, the younger girl, the lawyer came out. He a scumbag. The lawyer making it seem like he was using her because he had so much power and influence over her. You
talking about the one that went out to Diddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He her lawyer too. Right. So he using his power and influence over her. How can that sound like somebody you doing? If you working with, you employed them,
right? And
you taking advantage of them. This just some girl I'm laying up with. How am I using my power? She said she ain't know who he was. She said I didn't know him. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know he had money. Or he was. Come on, man.
Right.
Man, get that shit out of here, man.
So, Mr. Producer, I think, listen, everything that you have said, you're absolutely right. Okay? No one can argue that. No one can say that what the things that you have. It's not anything that is alleged. It's fact, right? It's fact.
Definitely.
But the issue that becomes troublesome at this point is the fact that I think it's a career crusher. And the reason I say that it's a career crusher is for the fact that we were used to Shannon's commentary on First Take and some of the other things that he bring in. I mean, he's an expert when it comes to, breaking down the statistics, the analytical data dealing with the, basketball, football and that of basketball, right? But I think that moving forward, that is over with. I don't see anybody. Going out, bringing him back on because of that. And that's the thing with me becomes problematic because I think it is just so unjust that a man that comes from humble beginnings, once again, goes out there and in the process of him setting up what he set up, he loses it all based upon his dick fucking around with, as y'all say, as we say, he wanted to play in the snow, and he has lost that, and that is so unfortunate.
But
man.
I'm saying, what would you have him do then? If you, I'm just saying, put yourself in that position. What would you have? What would you have him do?
What do you mean? What would I have him do?
I'm saying.
What I would have him to do?
I'm just saying.
I would have him to do what Monique and then what's the other guy told him? What's the guy he had on the comedian?
Talking about Cat Williams.
They told him.
So he's supposed. So this a $60-70 million man. He's supposed to go get him a old woman.
Listen,
I'm just asking. We just talking.
Listen,
we just having a conversation.
Listen,
you done had your kids. Your kids grown. It's you.
Listen,
I mean, so you supposed to go. So that's what you doing. You gonna go get you a 50, 60, 70-year-old woman, and you got $50 million in the bank. I'm asking you.
Listen,
don't be bashful.
Is pussy?
No,
it's not.
No,
it's a difference in it.
It's a goddamn big difference.
Right. So let's use some logic and reasoning here, because I had the conversation the other day with Marcy now, right? Mm-hmm. One of the things we were talking about. Obviously, Shannon is into anal sex. He's into that shit, as a lot of black men are when it comes to white women. And I just have to be honest because that's what we do here. We tell the truth about shit other people won't talk about.
Right.
These guys, these black men who are fascinated with having intercourse with white women, a lot of racial epithets come up. They want the white woman to call them nigger. They want to be, all of these things come out. They want to do shit. They want to put the dog collar on. They want to walk them around the set. They want to hit them in the ass. All type of shit come out in the process of this. You know why? Because it is a thing where it is taboo. It was told by the black man from slavery coming up. Hands off. Can't touch this woman. Okay? The white woman was told, don't you go over there and bother that buck over there. Don't you. So those things come back. And when they get a chance to connect, Mr. Producer, it comes out.
So
wait, hold that thought.
I got the thought. Go ahead.
How do I know this? I've been there.
I understand.
I've been there. I've been with white women. I've been with them.
But we ain't talking about necessarily white women. We talking about the age. Cat Williams, like you said, Monique and all them told him to leave the young girls alone. What are you gonna do with the old woman?
Same thing you do with a young woman.
No, he ain't.
What you mean?
No, he ain't.
Okay, well,
no, he ain't. I'm saying, what? Man, come on, man.
Define it for
So
me.
you want-
so you mean
so
to
I'm
tell
saying
me,
you
hold
want-
on. So you mean to tell me, you telling me you finna go out here and get you a young woman that's finna cost you 10. He said he's gonna pay this woman $10 million, man.
So you gonna pay?
young boy,
So you gonna
haven't met
pay?
a
So you
woman-
gonna go get you? So you saying you gonna go get you a 50, 60-year-old woman, and you gonna and you still in the prime? You still in the prime of your life? You making more money than you ever made?
Do you think I wanna give a woman-
You still got a 6-pack. You still got all this going on, and you can pick what you want, and you gonna go pick an old woman. That what you telling me?
Mr. Producer,
I'm
let me
just
ask you.
asking. That what you telling me?
No, that would
I
not
don't
be
care.
my choice.
I don't care who looking at this and who care about it. No, ain't nobody finna go pick no old woman. And all these,
Okay,
and
so,
all
hold
these,
on.
and all the people, all the women,
hold on.
all the
Let's-
women that be in the comments that talking about this man, that saying he should have got him an older woman, a mature woman. They just mad because they pussy ain't make the cut. That man can go get whatever he want.
Let me ask you something.
She
Mr.
old
Producer.
enough. He did not do anything
Hold on, let me ask you a
illegal.
question.
He did not do anything illegal. This man in tip top shape. This man worth $100 million. He can go pick whatever
He ain't
he
worth it
wants.
yet. But
I
they
mean,
trying
but
to
still, man, Shannon got money.
Listen, he got
Shannon,
money.
Shannon got money.
I ain't
Whether
counting his pocket. I
whether
can't
he
count his
signed
pocket.
that deal or not, he can go pick whatever woman he want. He ain't gotta go get. So why what the name is Stacey Allen Ross? Why she get to say she go on Michelle Obama podcast say she don't fuck with number young YNs?
Who said that?
Stacey Allen
I
Ross.
don't. I listen.
I'm just telling you. I'm saying why this
yeah.
old I'm saying why this old 50-some-year-old woman get on Michelle Obama podcast and say she don't fuck with number YNs.
Listen.
But Shannon, he decide he want him a young woman.
So this becomes a larger issue. The larger issue becomes the woman that you saying that got on Michelle Obama's podcast. Has it cost her any money?
Yeah, it costs some money. You gotta pay these old women. I mean, you gotta pay these young dudes to mess with the old women. What you think the sugar mama and sugar baby, all that, man, they gotta pay too.
Listen, man.
Who finna get caught up with an old woman? She can't reproduce. You 30, you 25, 30 years old. You gonna get tied up with an old woman. You can't reproduce, have no children. It ain't in nature. I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna relocate your back, and I'm gonna send you on your way.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you on your way.
This issue for me, right?
Yeah. What's the issue?
Okay. We're talking about pussy.
Exactly.
You're telling me.
You want to get the loosey goosey?
Listen.
Everything get wore out.
Listen. This is the point.
Don't you drive your tires on the highway?
Listen.
And don't you got to go get them changed when that thread leaves?
Listen. I get where you're going or what your comment is, right?
What?
Now let's define what you call old, right? So we're talking about a woman that's 19 years old, right?
Ain't pushed out now, baby.
Okay, I get it.
Come on.
You got them here in Atlanta like that. And the 40 ain't pushed out no goddamn babies.
What's wrong with them?
Ain't nothing had to be wrong with them.
They probably
Mr.
ain't.
Producer, hold on.
They probably career oriented. They career oriented.
Okay, all right. This is the point I'm making, right? I get where you nobody wants an older guy. Even Bill Belichick got him a young tender.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
Yeah, true. He got him a young woman. She out there on the field with him and all that shit. All right. Listen, older women, older men don't want to deal with y'all. That's Mr. Producer is absolutely right. It's too many restrictions and shit. Men have wild sexual fantasies and shit they want to explore, shit they want to do.
They can get somebody. They can't get nobody with no big money.
Yeah. You can go out there and find you a guy,
They can get
average
Paris.
guy,
They
just
get
common
Paris.
job.
They get somebody like Paris. They get somebody like my boy Paris.
Dig him down.
Shit, they get
Dig him down.
Yeah, him too. Shit. Yeah, he'll go through there, man. I'm saying they can't get nobody with no money. I'm saying Miss Gertrude in the front row of the pew that's still out there putting her profile picture on black.
Man, you talking about 60-year-old women,
that's
man.
What I'm saying. They
ain't talking
not
about that.
But I'm saying that's how messed up society. Well, I ain't gonna say. I'm just saying maybe our community. They feel.
It ain't just an answer.
I'm just
bullshit.
saying.
You shouldn't be.
I'm just saying, but there's a lot of black women out there that's mad because they wouldn't have like, if that would have been me, I would have never did him like that. I'm saying Deion Sanders had a woman. His wife tried to kill him and take everything he had.
So that lets you know money
she was
don't
a black
keep women.
woman. I'm saying because women don't know what keep women. Women, I'm just saying, is despicable. The way a lot of these people talk. This man, I'm saying that man he took care of himself. He got money. He's still in their prime. Shit, he can do what he want to do.
Okay, this is the point. All of that shit you saying.
That's what they mad at. That's what they mad at Jasper for.
Let me tell you what.
Them old women on Facebook. They like how they Jasper. I don't know. I guess he a little up there in age, but they want to date these men. Like, why he messing with these young girls? These young girls don't know how to do it. Then these women be built like ice cream cones, stomach over, all over their shorts. They don't go to the gym no more. Who want to?
Listen. This. Okay. So listen. We're ruling out. Listen. We're ruling out 45 and older.
Shit, that's too old.
Once again, people, I get what Mr. Producer is going with his statement. Man. We're ruling out the women that are 45 and older. Okay. I mean, let's drop 5. We're talking about 40 and older. You out the game.
Y'all out the game. Y'all retired. Y'all need to be baking cookies.
Men ain't. So this.
Some of them still got it.
I'm not okay. Some of them still have it, but a person like Shannon ain't fucking with you.
No.
And that is the thing. That is the benefit of having money. When you have money, you can be selective on who and how you deal with a woman. But what I'm saying is what becomes a problem with all of that is no money, no pussy should cost a man $10 million. I ain't met a woman nowhere in time where I'm finna shell out $10 million for some pussy. I'm not finna do that.
I'm saying, but look at hold on.
Got shit.
Look at the I'm just saying, look at the outcome. Look at the outcome of what happened. He lost all his sponsorships. He ain't on TV right now.
Exactly. That's my point.
He tried to give her them $10 million to make this shit go away because he had more to lose than, you know what I'm saying, than them $10 million. If she would have accepted them 10, we would have never knew about this shit. Well, nobody would have came out and said they did nothing to him. He would have been on TV right now. All his sponsorships on his show would have still been there. But she going for the gusto.
Listen.
So now all his dirty little secrets are coming out.
And the gusto is that's what I'm saying. There's a lesson, Mr. Producer.
But
let me finish, please.
She gonna lose.
She ain't losing shit.
She gonna lose.
How?
He lost. She ain't gonna get nothing from him.
Listen. She gonna get some money out of it.
I don't think so.
You see. This is the point, right? This is the point. How many black men got to go down this road of losing tremendously by dealing with or playing in the snow? And playing in the snow most of the time is an agenda. They got an agenda. You understand? They got an agenda. Tiger Woods shelled out right at $1 billion to a woman, man. Jonathan Major, this dude ran away. He lost. Halle Berry, she a black woman. She ended up playing her ex, 2 of them, child support. Like, how many times they got to go down this goddamn road and they don't realize what it is? My thing is this, Mr. Producer. If I got $1 million, and you seen it. One come and fuck with me. Get what? You signed this. I gotta contract people. I gotta do I not listen to those?
Yeah, but that's the only way.
Do I not give it? Hey, look here, you gotta sign this.
That's the only way.
My name, which is copywritten, my business, what I do, which has an EI, all of this shit is attached to my ugly ass. So you gonna sign this goddamn non-disclosure? You gonna sign this shit and we can go do what we need to do? But you're not finna. And I'm a guy that I ain't on their level, and I know this much. How in the fuck do I know this, but they don't know it?
Man, they know it. You just get caught up. You get caught up. You get slipping, man. You slip up sometimes.
Man, that $10 million slip up,
man. $10 million, $10 million to $100 million. Yeah, anybody paying that?
Man,
that.
So
you protecting, protecting everything.
How you protecting?
You gotta think about. I'm saying this man take care of his brother, his sister, they kids. He was trying to protect his assets. She ain't taking.
He's gonna get $10 million of his asset away based on dick and pussy, man.
But I'm saying somebody trying to blackmail you.
How you didn't see this shit?
But I'm saying, yeah, he should have seen it. I agree with you.
And Monique warned him.
Man, Monique ain't talking about.
You told me she warned him.
Yeah, she said it, but who is Monique? Man. Monique is
somebody that he should have took this woman's advice and he wouldn't be fucked up today. Man.
Monique is not eligible to determine who a man of his caliber date. So you think Monique can get somebody like LeBron James?
That's beside the point.
Yeah, how can so you gonna take advice, financial advice from a nigga that's laying on the street that's homeless?
She ain't listen, man. A goddamn broke clock right twice a day, man. This is the point, Mr.
So you gonna take a homeless person? I'm saying Monique.
Listen,
Monique is a respectable woman. She got what she got.
Well, it look like he should have listened to somebody.
What?
Okay, let me ask you something.
This man, who knows? I'm saying, how do you know?
How do you know? You are defending this bullshit. With
I got to.
Okay, let me ask you something.
You never know what somebody gonna do to you.
Listen, this is what I want you to do for me, right?
Think about
you are defending this shit with Shannon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ain't his fault.
Whose fault is it?
Shit, greed.
Oh, whose part?
The greedy woman.
Okay. You mean to tell
me because he said, I'm finna do these things to you, ain't nobody else finna want you.
It don't fucking matter.
He did all this stuff to her. He did not marry her.
Listen, man. Listen.
She thought she got the golden egg.
Mr. Producer, this dude dealing with a OnlyFans model, man. OnlyFans model content be on that shit. Some of them $26, some of them $30. Some I've seen as much as $40. So you telling me
$3?
Listen, $3. Okay. So somebody that's got showing her pussy and her got up the crack. You can count the ridges in her butthole on fucking OnlyFans. Yeah. Got a dildo stuck up her ass. Yeah. You finna give this woman $10 million
to protect my assets? Yeah.
Listen, this is the thing.
So you don't believe in blackmail? You don't think nobody? You think everybody just honest until
the thing? What I'm telling you is, for Shannon to be as articulate as he are, how in the fuck did he goddamn end up behind the 8 ball like this? That shit is asinine to me. Not you, not Shannon, not nobody else.
I'm saying no. She did not come out until they announced he was finna get $100 million deal. Then that lawyer contacted her. The lawyer.
How the lawyer knew to contact?
And
she had to be in contact with the lawyer.
I'm saying. So okay, go back to the Jay-Z case. What a woman from Alabama. We talked about this.
The lady reached out to him. Tony Buzz.
So what happened? How much money she get?
Nothing.
So how much money did? I'm just saying. This what the dude go around and do.
Jay-Z situation. Jay-Z's situation and Shannon Sharp's situation are uniquely different.
A woman saying you sexually assaulted them, that's the same.
Listen,
it's the same.
Wait, no, let me
it's
tell
the
you.
Same.
Let me tell you why they're uniquely different.
A woman said you did something to me.
This hold on. This is the Chris Miles show.
And what's different?
And one thing
they said that girl
is we break down information.
That girl claimed she was underage.
Listen, let me tell you the problem with that is.
What's the problem?
The problem is Jay-Z didn't fuck that girl. That's the difference. The problem is Jay-Z didn't fuck her. Shannon fucked her. He admitted that he did. So on whatever grounds that we come to understand what the formalities are dealing with this situation with her, one thing that we all can conclude to is that he hit her in the butt. He said it, she said it. Now, there are conversations out there that has been said. I'm not against Shannon.
But hold
on, let me finish.
What gives her the right to want to extort him out of money? What I'm just saying.
You said you would give her $10 million.
I'm saying
I ain't finna give no woman $10 million.
If he didn't offer to give it to her, like it's what he going through now. He ain't got nothing but the podcast going on. Through it. I know. So now he got to defend. Now he got to defend himself. Now he got to get his lawyers. He finna defend himself in court against her.
So he got. Listen, man. Listen. Do you know what?
He's not finna give.
You know what the simple fix to this shit is? Let me get everybody out here watching Chris Miles show. Thank you for watching. Gilda Malone is. Thanks for tuning in. I apologize. I haven't had an opportunity to look at your content. We'll get to it in a second. There's a lesson here. There's a moral to the story. The moral to the story is stay within your own, bro. If you going, I listen. You know, it's just for me, pussy is like different foods. Like you might want Chinese today, you might want Italian tomorrow, you might want Mexican. And listen, whatever variety of food you want for that day, make sure when you go in there to sample the food, make sure that everything is on point. Meaning this, Mr. Producer, the food that you're going to eat, that you're going to consume, make sure that you're not regurgitating when you got to go to the emergency room. Right now, Shannon's in the emergency room, and I'm using this metaphorically because now it's going to the point where he has to have surgery, and the surgery that Shannon has to have is meaning that to get lawyers involved, he got to pay lawyers, okay? And this is the thing. He's so intertwined into the bullshit that was going on with this woman. The woman knew every fucking thing that was going on. The $100 million might be off the table now.
It probably is.
So guess what has to happen now? The money that he has accumulated from his shows, he has to spend that money. When the simple fix was, well, he was fucking this woman in her ass, whatever the fuck he was doing to her, whatever, do that, but do it in moderation and do it with some form of decorum and understanding. He didn't do that. Here I am, fucking nobody.
But how though? It could happen to anyone.
What happened to me?
It happened to man. I'm saying so. Ain't nobody ever tried to fuck you over.
Man, it wouldn't happen. Ain't
no woman ever tried to fuck you over.
Man,
I'm just saying.
You know the women I've dealt with.
But I'm saying, so ain't nobody ever just tried to put you in a situation like you don't
not
understand.
Like that. Man. And then what's crazy about it? Run that video. You got another woman that came out and said this shit. This bitch come out of nowhere. Well, 10 years ago, man.
Oh, let me run this.
Man, you can't even defend it. You
asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating, so I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband, and I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive the situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth. And after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, this was all a struggle.
I'm going to ask something that might be a little sensitive or might sound insensitive, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's a question that I'm sure people are wondering.
Man,
this is the point. This is the point, right?
Then come on, man.
Whatever extra shit that went on between Shannon and this woman, she wanted that to happen. This woman said that Shannon, or she was married. She had a husband. And Shannon wanted her to leave her husband. So for me, Mr. Producer, there are just certain things that would have initially been a red flag from the beginning of saying, like, listen, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole, yada yada yada, so on, et cetera, et cetera. Let me just get my bags and get the fuck out of here, because this is not a conducive situation that Shannon Sharp, need to be in. Now, what happens now? That's woman number 2, right? What happened when woman number 3 comes?
Hold on. You saying he shouldn't have put himself in that position?
No, what I'm saying is, okay, this is the point. What I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm confused.
There's no confusion.
If the man out there trying to get some pussy, and I don't see it, I don't understand. This man.
Well, listen.
I'm saying I don't even.
We know this.
That shit she talking about.
We're gonna close.
She talking about.
We're gonna close on this story here because you and I just not gonna see eye to eye.
It ain't about.
But this
it ain't about.
Mr. Producer.
Seeing eye to eye.
No pussy out there. Okay, I want everybody out there. We were camera 1 and camera 2.
Shit, the first one.
Okay, number 1. Well, everybody out there to understand something. No sex, no pussy, whatever you into should cost a man $10 million.
But it's okay for.
No, wait. Let me.
But it's okay for it to cost a man
Shannon,
$100 billion.
You know what's really sad about it?
What was Amazon name? What's the dude for Amazon?
He was married to the woman, man.
But still, he gave her $100. He gave her $100 billion. $100 billion.
Listen.
$100 billion. You talking about $10 million?
He wasn't married to this woman. We talking about
that's just like the $4,500 Jay-Z cuz asked him for. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Man.
Listen,
So
we're talking about
$10 million to try
Jeff
to
Bezos.
conserve.
If $100 million to a woman, I don't think she should have got that either, because she didn't build his empire.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, what you're doing is this is apples and oranges, because we're talking about a scenario or a situation, if you will,
Somebody
based
trying to
off
blackmail
of
you, if
listen,
you will,
based off of marriage and something based off of pleasure, sex.
Somebody trying to blackmail you, man.
Well, he talking about $10 million. That's what I'm saying.
To protect all his sponsors and him being on ESPN.
Man, them sponsors gone.
Yeah, obviously, but he ain't giving no $10 million.
So good luck.
I'm saying he ain't giving $10 million yet.
Well, see, it's gonna cost him something. Hopefully, he don't have to pay shit, but he gonna have to give something.
Man, he gonna pay the cost.
I ain't finna get no woman no $25,000, put no dog collar on no man. Fuck all that dumbass shit.
Man, I'm saying, man. I'm just saying, who else? What you think? Tracy Allen Ross will go do better?
I don't even know who that is, man.
You know who Tracy Allen Ross? You seen what is it? Grownish?
No,
Blackish.
Yeah.
Blackish.
Tracy Ross.
Yeah.
The Jewish chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diana Ross' daughter.
The Jewish chick. Her daddy Jewish.
I understand.
Yeah, okay,
That's what I'm saying. So that's who they saying he should be with. I'm saying.
Well, I thought he was shooting at Eddie Murphy ex-wife.
He had her. They broke up. They didn't work out.
Okay, all right. Anyway,
but I'm saying,
listen, that's Shannon's goddamn. That's his shit. He gotta deal with.
Shannon, I know you watching us. I know y'all, you and Steve, and they be watching us, man. I'm with you, bro. You did what you had to do. She blackmailing you. I know, you did what you did, man. It ain't our business what you did, but it's out there now.
All I can say is good luck. Let's bring up the. Let's close this shit out, man. Give me. Let's go into. And we're gonna be laconic on this, and we're gonna get out of here for the day.
I don't know if we're gonna be laconic because this
3:19. All right, so let's. All right, so people.
The white woman.
Yeah. So this woman by the name of Shiloh.
I ain't really got a picture. I got the little cartoon.
Hold on, people.
I got the cartoon, man. It's better.
We're gonna do you better than that, Mr. Producer.
The little cartoon better than that, man. Put the cartoon up there first. There you go, right there. Nearly 500,000 raised to reward racism.
So this woman, you put her up on the screen, Mr. Producer?
I put the cartoon up there.
Okay. So this woman has galvanized Shiloh Hendricks, has raised a whopping $500,000 by simply calling a black child, by the way, who's artistic, a nigga. As we have seen many times over in these United States, that you can be as racist as you want to be and be paid for it. You can be as racist as you want to be, and you can be paid handsomely for I got a couple of videos I'm going to send over to Mr. Producer now. The videos that I'm going to send over to him, I do not own the rights to them. We should be able to share them with any type of shape, form, or fashion, or anything substantially wrong with the things. But I think overall, where I'm going with what I'm saying is that there is a situation where a lot of things that are substantially wrong in America. Okay, just
you kind of got to touch bases on when stepping back to the Shadur Sanders. A lot of people you was arguing with were saying there isn't any racism. There isn't any racism in America. America is racism free. So, like with this situation with this woman, out of all the names she could have called this baby, she called him a nigga.
Right.
That's a racist. That's a, you know what I'm saying? That's the worst thing you can call a black person.
Don't know anything else about it. I mean,
so for all the people that be in the comments that be arguing with this man, y'all always saying, "Oh, you race baiting. Why ain't no race? Why ain't no color? Ain't this? Ain't that? Why this woman call this little guy a nigga? Get out my bed, nigga." Whatever she said. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Mr. Producer, I sit back and I wonder about a lot of things. You know, I got a couple of videos, people, before we close this thing out. Breaking racist people have donated over $346,000 to Shiloh Hendrix, who called an artistic 5-year-old African-American nigger multiple times at a playground. So the young man, I'm going to send this over to Mr. Producer. Y'all bear with us here. And sitting here under these lights is extremely hot. But we try to give you all a decent show. I'm going to send some videos over to him. In the order that they're coming to you, Mr. Producer, I would appreciate it if you would, play them. So
that's a picture of it. That's a picture.
Okay, so yeah, bring the picture up first.
All right.
So just to show you on the essence of how these things unfold, right? So to date, this woman has raised $346,000, and white America had an issue with that of Carmelo Anthony, who, from the evidence that we've gotten here at the Chris Miles Show, do believe that the young man is innocent and it should not have been incarcerated, never to begin with, due to the fact of how that entire situation unfolded, right? But I've read even comments that this is a payback for people donating money to Carmelo Anthony. And so it very well may be. I don't know. To say the least, I can't speak on that. But this man that you see on your screen, people, is the man that he's Somalian, but he is a man that recorded the incident of Shiloh Hendrix calling the young kid a nigger. It says charges dropped against Rochester men, plural, accused of sexual abusing a teen victim. Update: the Allstate County Attorney Office has dismissed the charges against Muhammad Omar in the interest of justice. Okay, so the people that donated money, a lot of the people on the right, a lot of mega people donated money to this woman. Now, there's a kicker to this shit that me and Mr. Spence is gonna bring out. They tried to associate that this particular guy, Muhammad Omar, was out there looking for kids on the playground. So this is what I'm saying, that a lot of disinformation people will put out is it can be very hurtful and harmful. That was not the case. The man was never charged with any type of sexual assault or violating a minor or anything to that fashion or degree. Plus the fact he was out there on the field or on the playground with his child when he heard the woman using a racial epithet against a child. And I have to say this because it brings me back to the order of what we were talking about earlier with that of Dion and Shador. Like, the scriptures talk about they have no respect of person. How do you go out to hurt a child? Like, at some point, you should have some dignity to say, well, you know what? I'm just not going to go out here and target a child. But in many instances, many cases, that's not the case. And especially not the case here. Mr. Producer, give me the video of the blonde-haired lady on there, because we want to play that. And we want.
There's mom Shiloh Hendricks going viral on the internet right now. She told a kid who, by the way, when you actually look at the picture, the kid is like pretty decent sized child. He was rummaging through her bag and stealing her children's, I guess, toys or whatever out of her bag. She tells him to fuck off, essentially, which when you look at the video, the guy filming the video, he's a Somali Hassan. What?
So, this woman here, and this is what I'm saying, this is why I say, and this is why individuals like Shannon have to put this shit in perspective. This woman here said that the kid was rumbling through her belongings, which that's not what happened, Mr. Producer. That's not what happened. But they will put out disinformation.
Yeah.
Oh, let me finish. They would put out disinformation to support their corruptible narrative, which is the same shit that is going on with that of Shannon. And in instance, it's the same shit that is going on with Shador.
Facts.
And in the same instant, it's the same
Facts.
shit that's going on with that of Carmelo Anthony.
Facts.
Continue with the video.
Whatever. He's a pedophile, actually. He's going to court in a little bit for raping.
Now this motherfucker, this bitch gets on there and lies and says that this man is a pedophile. Now what this man should do, what he should do is sue this bitch.
Most definitely.
Bitch, if you're going to go out there and you're going to put this information out there on me, I got two things that I live by. Fucking paperwork of violence.
Paperwork and violence.
Paperwork of violence is the code that I live by. So I'm going to play by your motherfucking rules. But if, goddammit, if you don't respect the terms and agreement of this paperwork, then it's violence. Those are the terms and conditions of what this shit is out here. And we just in these times and terms, people. These are times that we live in. But this woman gets out here and she lie on this man to support a corruptible narrative. And this is the same fuckery that Shannon Sharp, Shador, and Carmelo are dealing with.
Facts.
At some fucking point, people have to start to use rational thought to say, well, wait a minute. Why is this shit a continuation of this shit going on? And this is why I say all the time, this shit that Martin Luther King gave us fucked us up. Because you're not able to distinguish right and wrong, or better yet, it ain't even about judging a person on the content of the character. Because as I see it, it's the same people doing the same shit. And all of them look alike.
Yeah.
So when I see shit like that, it's basically telling me I can't fuck with you. You can get mad at me all you want to. But that's what we are. That's what we doing. Man, give me that next video, man. 'Cause I end up breaking the camera in this motherfucker. We just got him. Pull up the next video of where the woman calling the kid, the one that's on the playground.
Call him a nigger, the child?
That shit that woman talking about.
Did you call the child the nigger word? It is my own business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay.
Nigger.
All right, that's what you say.
You'll go digging through people's shit, you dumb fuck.
Nobody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a nigger?
Yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call a child, 5-year-old, a nigger, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech.
Yeah,
and you can be recorded for that.
Chasing after the little boy.
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
Wow.
So oh my. So let me say this, people. To justify, as I stated earlier, a corruptible narrative. This woman, the first video that we watched, the lady put out there that the man was in court.
Trying to tear down his character.
It's character assassination is what it is.
Yeah.
To make it seem like the guy that recorded, the man that recorded the video is somehow, some way corruptible. Do you not see a pattern of what and who the fuck you are dealing with? I want you to think about that. This fucking bitch get her ass on there and lie. Do you know how many black men today are pushing up daisies because a fucking white woman told a motherfucking lie? Huh? Hello, somebody. It's the same shit that is going on today in society. That's why people get upset with me for bringing this shit out. I'm going to stand on this. I have an issue, you understand, with people will do your dirty work. Come out here and hurt the innocent. And then make excuses for it. I don't have the Bible verse, but I'm paraphrasing. Where the Most High said that to hurt a child is to put I'm upset, the thing around your neck and be thrown into the ocean. God said this. These people, every one of you, are going to be held accountable for all of the evil and the wickedness you have done. Ain't no saying, I'm sorry, I apologize. Fuck that. You have to be held accountable for it, because this is a situation of shit that has is perplexed and has been perpetuated for years. You understand? And it's wrong. It's wrong. And to justify a corruptible narrative, this woman gets her ass on there and she lie about it. And you want me to hold hands with somebody? You want me to be partners and friends with somebody gonna do it? No, I can't trust you. And this is the same shit that I was telling Mr. Producer earlier. Ain't no pussy in the world I'm finna get out here and get myself caught up with some shit that I know you ain't shit to begin with. I know off the rip, I can't trust you. I got trust issues any fucking way.
Facts.
I got trust issues anyway. So I'm finna get out here and I'm finna let you put me in an uncompromising position that's gonna separate me from what really matters to me? Fuck no. It ain't got shit. And we keep coming back to the same fucking narrative every fucking time. Every goddamn time. If it ain't Jonathan Majors, ain't Tiger Woods, ain't O.J. Simpson. Now it's Shannon Sharp. And to make matters worse, shit, we got them calling our kids niggas. Now I'm going to give you the crusher. Yeah, I got to give you the crusher. I got to give you the crusher.
The crusher.
So I don't do shit for you know. So let me now the image, and it's crazy because hold on, Mr. Producer. Play that video. Play the last video I gave you, and then
So
I'm
white
gonna
woman defends her child.
I'm pull this picture up, the one with the black on there.
Park is recorded by a man who was arrested for what? And y'all are outraged at the mom for using a word. A word. Y'all are doxing and threatening a woman because she used a word to the point where she needs to ask for help to relocate her family. And this is the world we live in. A mom defending a word hurts y'all so much. A word that y'all use every day. A word you use in music every day hurts you so much that you decide, you know, a mom defending herself. And then the person that recorded it, where's the parents at to the child? Have they came out? Have they told us why their child was in the park by himself? No. Y'all won't hold that person accountable. Y'all just want the kids to run around and tear shit up.
Pull that video up. I mean the image.
It's a funny looking at.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Pull it. You put it up.
I'm about to pull it up.
So anyway, this ass clown on there, I guess he trying to defend that shit, man. But that, you know, I'm a former school teacher, and one thing I have always known, and one thing that I do not condone is tearing down the morale of a child, especially a child that has special needs, man. That's artistic. I just for the life of me, man, like, you know, that's wrong on all levels. And that's just some shit that it should never be.
And for what, and for, you know, just speak on what he said, talking about something, because we use it in rap music, we say it every day. Them motherfuckers don't need to be saying it. They don't need to be saying it to our children. She ain't said, it ain't like she was singing the song and that was the next word in the song and she said it. She seen the little black boy, she said, nigga, get out my bag. You little nigga, whatever the fuck she said.
Right.
So how do you defend that?
You don't.
You could have called him a fucking retard. You could have called him any ugly thing. You said, nigga, get out. You know what I'm saying? Right. Fuck you do. You can't defend that.
So this is the crusher to bitch that was on there earlier. To the Negro Dom that was on there defending this bullshit. You got the image up, Mr. Producer?
Yeah. Look like she look like an Ethiopian.
So this woman that called the black kid a nigga. Okay? Look who she's with. So the woman, once again, that called the black kid a nigga. Look who she's with. Who she with, Mr. Producer?
Yeah. Look like that dude out the movie when he said, I'm the captain.
Hey, very well could be.
Look like she with a nigga.
Okay, he's probably Somalian. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
But
she with a black man.
But the point is that the man is black. All black people ain't the same, but the fact of the matter is that's a black man. So I want you all to think about, to all of you all out there that have donated money to Shiloh Hendricks, to all the ones out there and gave 1588 and all this other shit, the cold stuff to dignify some form of racism and all of this other shit. And, you know, we got to stand up. We're tired. You think black people ain't tired? Huh? But to all of you.
That is crazy, though.
To all of you all out there that donated to this woman that felt at liberty to call a child a nigga, look who she's with. Now,
shit, my nigga finna enjoy that money.
Do you not think that the man that she's with is not finna enjoy your money that you sent her? See, this is why I say it's best in life to always be and try to do what is right in life. It is. To do right is the conduit to longevity. All of these ones that went out there felt, oh man, she's standing up. Like the white woman get on there, she get on there lying and all this other shit. She go on there and lie on this other. So the fallout from that is this Somalian guy.
Some of the comments said what she said. She's so brave. She said what we was all thinking.
Right, exactly. So guess what? And I'm gonna be graphic and detailed with it. What about that? Guess what that black man doing to her? He hitting her in the butt. Yeah, that's what he doing for. So all you out there that donated money, you motherfuckers that donated money to perpetuate her racism,
man, look at the irony.
He's having butt sex, anal sex with that white woman.
Throwing the money in there.
That's what they doing. And that was Shannon's thing. And listen, I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience of shit that I know. I know what goes on. I know what's going on. So all you all out there that supported that bullshit narrative, when y'all should have said, you know what, this is wrong. And y'all are some of the same ones that go out there and say, man, this shit don't exist. Yes, it does. But the fallout from all of that is, in closing, y'all sent this woman to raise $346,000. I bet you one thing, Mr. Producer, I bet they ain't sending no more money to her.
But supremacy lost this one.
Yeah, sure did. White supremacy, you lost this one.
Well, that nigga finna enjoy himself.
Yeah, shit. Well, it's a hell of a come up. But you know, let me tell you what becomes an issue, Mr. Producer. You know what becomes an issue? Is that they're telling you that you can go out here and use epithets and live and be successful from that.
Right. Basically. That's
what they're telling you. But the good thing about this particular story is that the man that you all saw kissing her, he finna get the money. Come on. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show, man. It's been fun. It's been fun. We'll get back with you guys sometime this week. And we'll go from there. But everybody out there, be safe. Enjoy your week. First day of the week. Take care on the highways and byways out there. And we'll see you guys soon, right here on the Chris Miles Show. Be blessed.